The complete commentary for Chapter 407 of Hunter x Hunter has been released. The screen first comes to the funeral ceremony of the ninth prince on the third floor. The ninth prince's 4 shooting soldiers enter the hall. White Taiguan professional team. The space in the lobby is really big. Do you feel like you've known each other before? This is the door from the second floor to the third floor, because the first and second floors are filled with nobles and royal families. People below the third floor are civilians. So since the departure of Black Gold No. 1, this channel has always been closed, will only be opened in emergency situations. But now this channel has been opened specifically for the ninth prince. From the screen, it's exactly what Benjamin said. The funeral ceremony of the ninth prince is completely full of drama. It's now the 12th day of sailing, Thursday at 1 p.m. Then the scene came to the lower-class private soldiers of Cherdonisi. That is, his classmate at the Royal Military Academy. Bergson is missing. Yes, his last communication was before the ninth prince's funeral ceremony. That was about 30 minutes ago. Maybe he was suddenly assigned to other duties, or are following a suspicious person. We agreed before, not only will it be reported regularly, and will report suspicious situations at any time, if you encounter any emergencies. He has no reason not to contact us. That's right. Then we should prepare for the worst. Pork Sun was kidnapped. But who took him away? What is their motivation? No way. He is a soldier, not ordinary people, and we're on a mission. How was he taken away? There was no struggle. No one noticed. It's probably a team consisting of many people. The better the tacit understanding between team members, the easier it is for them to kidnap. If they used some method, like drugs or something, make Bergson unable to move, and let several strong men surround him, in such a dense crowd, won't attract any attention at all. If it's a familiar face, like a fellow soldier, the other party can even do it alone. No need for a squad. They may pretend to be sick. Take him to the hospital. There are companions lying in wait there. If they use telekinesis, might be able to control him, like hypnosis. If the Ants family uses the ability to read, kidnapped Bergson, they could use his assassination, sell it amnesia. So there are indeed many possibilities. As for the worst-case scenario, just like what Emoli said, just as Pork Sun expected, if one of us is arrested, we really have to comply. No negotiation or contact. Isn't there a rule that no rescue is required? Just as they were talking, an officer yelled towards them, "Hey, you guys over there, why should we stand together? Keep an appropriate distance. Stay alert." Then the 5-person team continued to discuss. Before the escort work is completed, each of us needs to seriously consider and decide what to do. Digression, just like what I analyzed in the last video. These people are the ones Molina wants to arrest. Paxon has been captured by Molina. Here, the plot directly omits the capture process of Dog Shrimp and Sodom. When Paxon wakes up, already arrived in front of Molina, and as I surmised before, Molina did not use force against him. Everyone is very harmonious together, because Molina's purpose in arresting her was to instigate rebellion, and then use this force-shooter to control the movements of the fourth prince. Okay, let's go back to comics. The two came up and exchanged a few words. "Welcome. This is the stronghold of the Ai family. You must be Lao Mo, right? What do you want to do with me? I hope you can be our ally. Although it is not mandatory, but there are reasons. For example, you're like a matched organ donor. Well, do whatever it takes to convince you to join." Pork Sun looked around. It was discovered that there were 5 more members of the Ai family at the scene. Whispering in my heart, "I'm not tied up at the moment. There are 6 enemies around, and my weapons have been confiscated. How did you get kidnapped? I don't remember at all. This is no ordinary kidnapping. They must have used some kind of power that I don't know about. It's the ability to read." Then he spoke. "It depends on some conditions. I can't give an answer right away. To join or not to join. Not explicitly expressing rejection or acceptance. A wise announcement indeed. But please understand, the more I explain, the less likely we are to change. What's about to happen? Are you threatening me? Who knows? It depends on how you understand. I can't elaborate. But one thing is for sure. The longer it takes, the more dangerous we are. So can I ask you any questions? Of course you can ask. I will also answer. But you can't expect to talk to villains like us. Will be a normal question and answer. Then Molina took out a deck of cards. 12 photos in total. Molina says, "So I choose one that can save time. It also gives you some autonomy, and have a chance to get out of here. Of course this is the first one I give you. Also the last suggestion. Let's play a game of negotiation. If you refuse to play this game, your freedom will be taken away directly. Only 2 options left. Yes or no. Meaning of words. It's better for you to be obedient and play with me. Molina continued. This is a game where parents make requests to their children. The game will continue until the child gives the final answer. I have 7 cards as a parent. These cards are face up. As a child you have 5 cards. The cards are face up. Digression. After working on it for a long time, it turned out to be a father-son bureau. The rules I arranged. Let me briefly explain here. Molina's cards can be seen on the face. Poxon's cards cannot be seen on the face. When the game starts, Poxon chooses a card from Molina first, because when Poxon draws, you can see Molina's card, so it's equivalent to choosing purposefully. After choosing, let Molina answer the questions. After answering, let Molina draw a card from Poxon, since Poxon's cards are turned over. So when Molina was smoking, don't know what the cards are, Molina will turn it over after finishing her selection. After that, the 2 of them continue to draw according to the previous rules. Repeatedly, cards that have been selected cannot be selected again. Keep picking until Poxon has only the last card left. This card will determine whether Poxon joins Molina's team. So here it comes. Porkson is thinking about it. Are you trying to trick me? Could it be that my 5 cards are 4 trial cards? A no card. In this way, the probability that my last card is a trial card is very high. Don't you understand that there is a high probability that I will join your team? Molina says, you can turn over your cards first and take a look. Don't jump to conclusions too quickly. Then Boxon turned the cards over all at once. Found a test card, a no card, an R card. This R card is a remake card. If the R card is Bergson's last card, that means any previous card can be replaced. For example, he eventually wants to join Melinda and the others. Then replace it with a trial card. If you don't want to join, you can replace a negative card. Anyway, we can get the result that Bergson wants. To end this game, the 4th card is the clown card. It can directly become a test card or a no card. If the Joker card is the last card, then Bergson is free to choose, to join or not to join. The principle is the same as the R card just now. Just saying that one is through substitution. One is to directly change. This change can only change the yes card or the no card. When Bergson heard this, I don't believe it a little bit. Say you clearly said I refused this game. Will take away my freedom. That means you definitely don't want me to leave. Until I say yes. So what is the point of me playing this game? It seems to give me a lot of autonomy. Like I can really leave. In fact, they are basically doing the same thing. Molina said calmly, please turn over the next card. The 5th card is X card. X card is neither the expression is, nor is it an expression of no. Draw this card. It means that Porkson cannot give any conclusion. No need to answer yes or no. If card X is Poxon's last card, then Poxon can leave this place directly. And from now on, Molina will never recruit Poxon again. But if the last card is one of the other 4, culminating in the need to answer yes or no, then Porkson needs to make up his mind completely, and take full responsibility for your answers. Porkson heard this, already understood the rules of his 5 cards. But he thought about it. I feel that these rules are not beneficial to me. There are several traps. The first trap, the first glance. It seems that only the trial cards are drawn. Only then can he accept Molina's request. The remaining cards are not negative cards. That means you can change it to a negative card. So I have to give priority to trial trading. If this card is the last one left, that means becoming Molina's protege, and obey all his commands. This will be a complete failure. But what if the last one is a card? What does no card mean? Is it just the opposite of trial trading? It depends on Molina's interpretation of the card. At this time, Porkson saw Molina's card. There is also a test card and a no card. This is the second trap. Molina may provide some additional card explanations. Like when I say no, something bad is going to happen to me, thus forcing me to think. Better to say yes. Therefore, based on the above analysis, no cards and Joker cards become meaningless. Instead, our cards and X cards are the only ones that are useful, because X card means you can leave directly. Our card can replace X card. So win. The last card must be our card or X card. The probability of winning is only 40%, but this is just my guess. How many of these cards are good for me? Tell the truth. These concerns may not matter, because the third trap is, the rules of this game are set by Molina. Can cheat. This will be the biggest trap. Molina then began to explain the cards on his side. From left to right, the first one is the destination card. Select him. Melina needs to explain to Bergson why recruit Bergson, and any other questions related to this issue. You can ask Bergson. Melina will answer them all. Chapter 2 is the power card. Select him. Melina needs to explain her abilities, and any questions related to his abilities. You can ask Bergson. Melina also has to answer them one by one. But considering that the longer they stay here, the greater the risk to both parties. So he tried his best to explain the evil medicine, until Bergson fully understands. Chapter 3 is card A. In addition to not being able to answer the question of why Bergson was kidnapped, beyond one's own ability, all other questions can be answered, but the answer method is limited to reply. Yes or no or not quite yes. This means that Bergson wants to know the reason for his kidnapping, or Melina's ability. You must choose the first two cards. The fourth card is B card. Melina can reply to a question asked by Bergson in great detail, but the question must come from the last question asked after selecting the A card before. Obviously card A and card B are a combination. Be sure to choose card A first and then card B. Give an example. Bergson asked 101 questions after selecting card A. Melina must answer them all, but it can only reply yes or no or not quite yes. Bergson then chose card B. Melina needs a detailed reply to the previous question 101. There is no need to explain the previous 100 questions, so this requires Bergson to think carefully. What question should be placed last after selecting card A? After hearing this, Bergson felt that the game was filled with too many yes or no's. My head exploded, so he needs to figure it out. When the other person says yes or no, what do you really want to express? He asked Melina. You can't cheat at all in this game. Yes or no? Melina was stunned, and then said, so what you mean is, we should agree on a pattern of answering negative questions. It's really important to confirm in advance, because misunderstandings may occur. For example, someone asks you, didn't you do it? Have a distinct racial group. They will answer, yes, I didn't do it, because in their culture, they will answer from the perspective of the questioner. Their reply, yes, I didn't make it, yes. Reply to the questioner's question first. The questioner asked, didn't you do it? They really didn't do it, so we must first confirm the other party's problem. Answer, yes. Follow closely. I didn't do it, but generally speaking, everyone will reply from their own perspective. Say it directly. No, I didn't do it, so it will appear. Want to express the same meaning. But he answered, different yes or no. Bergson thought, this game seems to be both a recruitment ceremony, another interview process. Melina may be taking advantage of this conversation to observe the candidates, assess their character intelligence, and suitability as an ally. Bergson says, so what is your answer? You are in this game. Will not cheat at all. Yes or no? Melina answered clearly, no, I won't cheat. Do you understand? Bergson thought, what's going on with this woman? What is she angry about? Melina's story. Chapters 4 and 5 are about trial and rejection of cards. Once you are down to your last test card and no card, I will elaborate on what happens next. If you want to know something in advance, please select these cards. Meanwhile, Bergson was thinking, she shouldn't cheat. According to her and Xiangshu's behavior, it's obvious that she is the absolute master here, although she is full of confidence. But his respectful tone and attitude toward me showed that. His team also denies any organized cheating. The last card is D card. This is a trading card. If Bergson wants to take advantage of the cards that have been dealt, get back the card you want. You can select this D card, but at the same time Bergson also has to pay a price. The price is to help Melina become a small blind. What exactly is the little blind? It will be revealed after Bergson selects card D. Of course, after hearing the specific vision of the little blind vision, Bergson. I think it's a bit excessive. You can also refuse the exchange. Then this round ends immediately. The D card will be placed directly aside. Can no longer be used. It's Melina's turn to continue smoking, because when Bergson had only one last card left, this game will be over. Therefore, the final expiration date of this D card is, it was when Bergson still had two cards. Okay, Nogami is the explanation for all cards. You can decide if you want to play this game. If you can accept one of my conditions, you'll just play. Conditions. You should have been the one to draw my cards. But I guess it's up to me to draw my card. Anyway, the cards are covered. It's just that the card drawing party changed from you to me. Okay. Then I will be responsible for shuffling the cards. Is it okay? To summarize, in this card game, Bergson faces his own cards. Just care about what the last card is, because the last card will decide whether he stays or goes. The 4 cards revealed previously have no effect on him, as well as those replacement functions. The conversion function is also good. They can only be activated when it becomes the last card. If Boxen's last card is a trial card, then it is almost certain that I will join them. If you draw a negative card, then what Bergson meant was not necessarily the opposite of trial trading. The danger is yet to be determined. The clown card is a useless card, because it can only be changed to a trial card or a negative card. So the final card is best X card or R card. Of course, it is also possible that the X card or the R card was taken away in advance. Then, at this time, Bergson can use Molina's D card. Bring back the X card or R card. But I need to do Molina a little favor. Then the game begins.